Give the call to the Honourable the Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
My question is to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy, and I refer to the Prime Minister's answer in question time yesterday regarding the new electric version of the RAV4, the Toyota BZ4X. Can the Minister confirm, under this government's new tax on cars and utes, this car is set to sell for $74,900, nearly $35,000 more than the base model of this vehicle sold in Australia today?
Give a call to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy.
Mr Speaker, what I can confirm is that Australians will have more choices with vehicle efficiency standards, Mr Speaker. That's what I can confirm.
Order.
And can I say to those members of the National Party—
The Minister will pause the order. The member will pause. The member for Fairfax is warned, so that means no more interjections. The Minister for Climate Change and Energy has the call.
Mr Speaker, I say to those members of the National Party and those rural and regional Liberals, perhaps they should listen to their constituents a little more, Mr Speaker. The Minister for Transport and I received a letter a little while ago. I'm just going to share a few parts of it with the House. My name is Peter Stray. I'm a fifth-generation beef and sheep farmer in the Golden Plains region of Victoria. I'm writing to urge you to make sure—
Member for Gippsland.
Thank you for your promise to design and deliver fuel efficiency standards for Australia. You don't want to hear from Peter Strait from Golden Plains in Victoria.
The Minister will pause. The Minister reading a letter out about directly responsibility about the questions about cost and the types of vehicles, I think in anyone's view would be directly relevant. So let's just hope for the best. The Deputy Leader of the Opposition on a point of order.
Mr Speaker, my point of order is relevant because it was an incredibly tight question.
Resume your seat. And it also included the Prime Minister's answer from yesterday. So it wasn't tight, because if you're referring to subject matter that's been raised in the parliament before, that's going to allow the minister, as I was explaining to the House, and I don't know what's in this letter, I don't know who's written the letter besides Peter, but I want to listen to— Order! I want to hear to make sure that the letter is being relevant to the question. And the Minister has the call.
Thank you. Peter Stray from She Oaks in the Golden Plains of Victoria wrote to the Minister for Transport and I and said, I'm writing to urge you to make sure our standards are strong and well designed. We need them to be competitive and effective so Australian farmers can get our hands on cleaner utes and cheaper to run utes. Farming is getting harder. The Leader of the National Party doesn't care about the views of Peter Stray. Farming is getting harder. With an El Niño declared, we started destocking because I don't want to go through another season
on my left,
wondering if I can feed my animals. We want cleaner, lower emissions farm operations, including our vehicles. But we can't make the business case stack up because the choice of electric and fuel-efficient vehicles on the market in Australia is so limited. They're also far too expensive. There are utes being made now. There are utes being made.
Order. Members on my left.
They really don't want to hear. They really don't want to hear, Peter.
Order.
There are utes being made with ranges of around 800 kilometres now. If we can sort out our fuel efficiency standards, those utes will make it to Australia instead of just to the EU and US. I already drive further and pay more for fuel than those in the city, so the cost of living impact is getting increasingly real. Australia is one of the only wealthy countries in the world without a legislated national fuel efficiency standard. If we get our standards right, it will be an incentive for manufacturers to send far more low and zero emissions new vehicles, including farm utes, to Australia. Farmers and regional Australians want stronger fuel efficiency standards.
Order.
That's from Peter Stray, a farmer, a multi-generational farmer from Golden Plains of Victoria. Why don't you be more like Peter?